Another day we out here. Good to have each and every one of you joining us on our podcast today. All things remaining equal. We hope to have a great program today. Watching at things at our end, we've been having some setbacks, some challenges, and we're hoping to overcome them in another 48 hours, maybe as the guys continue to tweak the system. But we're hoping we can get through today's podcast. Good to have each and every one of you with us today. Where are you guys joining us from? What are you folks having for lunch at your end? We're really, really happy that you guys are here with us, and let us know where you're joining us from, and let us know also that you're hearing us loud and clear if that is so. And some folks are always here early, folks like Siobhan McDonald, folks like Paula Mattis, and folks like Dennis Mitchell. Pinky Richmond is here as well, guys. We're so happy that all of you guys can be with us today. We'd have it no other way. We love to spend time with folks who we know, who we trust, who we love, who we comfortable with, and you guys are nothing but the very best. Good to see you. Good to see you, Claire Alexis Charmley Richmond. Good to see you, Shirley Juice Tendry. Good to see you, Andrew Cuthbert. Andrew don't miss a program, doesn't miss a beat. He's always there. He takes a licking and keeps on taking like a good Timex. Takes a licking and keeps on taking. Yep. He's always there like Allstate. Andrew, good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Rose Capel. Good to see you, Rose and Joy Kosha. Good to see Dale Glasgow and Eula Lafferman Rubens. Eula, how you doing? I haven't seen you a little bit. Trust that you're okay. You might have been here and I just missed you, but haven't seen you a little bit nonetheless. Anna Phillips, how is Anna doing? Trust that you good, Anna, joining us on YouTube. Where are our tubers? Guys, if you're joining us on the tube, ensure that you subscribe to our channel there on YouTube, guys. You get a notification when we come on live. But good to see you as well. Ropes and Ben got against Ubraj, man. Ropes and Ben envy Ubraj wine. Ropes and Ben, folks, we coming down. Ropes and Ben got something against the Lord Mayor of Georgetown, his worship, Ubraj Narayan. We're going to be talking with Ubraj later on in the program. But first things first, Thomasina Ben, we see you there. Charmin Baby says, we here. Yep. Good to see you, folks. All our favorites. Sherry Baskin Robbins, Sherry Baskin Greenwich says she's watching from Barbados. Thomasina says, good day to you, Sherrod. Well, good day to you too, Thomasina. Good day to you too. Paulette Hawk Kippins, Hazel Prince George, Tessa Lane Eastman. hmm I see Paulette Hawk Kippins is here as well. Andrew says, pace and power. Pace and power. Terrence Dean, we see you, Terrence. We see you. We got you, Terrence. We got you. Philomena Fontenelle. Good to see Philomena there. Philomena, how you doing now? How you doing, Philomena? Good to see you. Andrew Cuthbert, Laverne Harriton, Calvin Passat. All the usual suspects. June Cameron. How you doing, June? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Folks, soon as you come on the live, soon as you come on the live, as we say here in Guyana, we encourage you guys to share. Share the live stream, share the damn live stream, and smash the emoji button. Some of you are getting besides yourself. Some of you are getting besides yourself. Suzanne, London, good to see you. Suzanne, Sharon Cameron, good to see you. Carl Fordyce, good to see you as well. And Roxanne Odessa Jacobs. Good to have each and every one of you with us today, guys. We're going to be talking with the mayor of Georgetown, the national capital city of Georgetown. We're going to be talking to the mayor, Ubraj Narayan, and we're going to be talking about Georgetown, Georgetown on the move. And we're going to be touching some other stuff, folks. We can't tell you everything we can talk about. Can't tell you everything. Right? Some of the things we can talk about, we can talk about. Folks, how are you doing? What's for lunch? Quasi Moffat and Glensis Mingo Byrne, Susan Panero. Susan Panero. Good to see you. Ingrid King. Good to see you as well. hmm I see Marilyn Lorimer's here too. Ingrid King, all the other fantastic folks. Respect and manners. Respect and manners. As I said, good to have, great to have, love to have each and every one of you. Well, Basil Clark has just showed up. Basil has just showed up, and guys, we have someone special in the studio. She's going to be on today, but I want to acknowledge we have the one and only the my co-host from the morning program, Drita Fanan. She's in the studio. Some people don't take a hint. The show done. You want to eat your lunch. You don't want to share it. And they're just about liming. They're just about liming. Just about liming. Right? They ain't taking a hint. I watched my little cook up in this box here. And things tight. You don't really got plenty for sure because whoever was the cook up now is either you pray for the price or you buy half bucks. One of the two. Right? Well, things a little tight here. I tell them I can take. I don't eat much. I am not a big fan of rice. So just give me like a quarter portion. And I'm not having any meats today either. So just a quarter portion of that. It's not fully cooked up. It's like pilau. It's a cross between like raisin rice and cook up the gambad. I'll take it just like a quarter portion. And I'm trying to come off of the meats and so on. So I'll take that and simple lemonade if you have that. That's when I work with the 500 budget. That's what happened when you work with the 500 budget. I gave yourself food in this back and treat it just there. Just there. We there, ready for lunch. And, Drita moving. So Drita's going to tell you guys hello. And I'm going to come back to you in just a second. She's going to say hi. Not for long. I'm watching she.
Good day, guys. It's always a pleasure to be here. I see you, Andrew. I see you, Edward Gonzalez. I see you, Pinky Care, Andrew Cosbert. I see you. It's Chinny Chin Kid. I am, I am the same pure nonsense. Apparently, guys, it's always a pleasure to be here with you. I'm just saying hello. I'm not going to be on the podcast per se today, but I see Trafalgar Williams. Is that the name? Yes, good morning. A good day to you, rather. And I see Glennis Mingo Born is here. Family, I see Don Cook is on. Hey Don, how are you doing this midday? I see Rubens saying a good day to you also. Guys, it's always good to be with you. And I see a very, very heated discussion about to come up. I see the mayor of Georgetown, none other than his worship, Mayor Ubraj Narayan, is going to be your guest for today on the program. And based on what transpired on the morning program for persons that were there, I'm pretty sure that you are excited to hear what the mayor have to say in response to all that was said about him by none other than the Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Rupson Ben. So stick around, guys. Make sure you share the feed because it's going to be quite an interesting conversation altogether as we have these discussions this midday. Ubraj Narayan, he doesn't put any icing on the cake. He just say it as it is. That's one thing I like about him. He's someone that what you see is what you get. He's not a pretentious person, and that is something I really appreciate about him. So Don Cook and everyone else that has been on this morning on the FYI program. I know that you have seen the video, you have reviewed the evidence, and the mayor is going to be giving some comments. So I would say enjoy the rest of the program. I'll put you back over to your host for Below the Belt, Sherrod Duncan. Have a good day, guys.
Mhm. one because I know Rita's not a lot into sugar, so she won't she won't make the little frosted flakes. And I'm just having a shade of drink. I bought one of these 2 liter sodas yesterday, and this gonna last me right to the end of April. Not because it is sweet or anything, the cost, folks. So I'm just having a shade a shot of Big Red, and a shade of of dried cereal, a shade of dry cereal. So that's what's happening on that front, folks. And I'm so glad that you guys are here. We're gonna walk through a couple of the issues that are current, and then we're gonna talk to the mayor. Or if the mayor is ready, we're gonna talk to him first, and then then we can walk through the issues. Right, whichever comes first. But we're fired up at this end, guys, and we are so ready to go. So ready to go bigly. So ready to go bigly. All right, bigly. Stay with us, folks. Bigly, 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 folks. Good to have each and every one of you here with us. We'd have it no other way. No other way. Good to have you, Roseanne, Odessa Jacobs, Glenn Sitzmingo, Born. I see you there. Cecile Ogle and Donna Liverpool. Good to see you, Glenford. Gordon, Judith, she's having it. She's leaving. She will not sit here and enjoy this indignity. I know it's friend and all, but this fool is lit already, can't she? This is not the 5 loaves that can feed the 5,000, right? She's packing her things up and she's leaving, folks. All right, leaving. Donna, good to see you there, Donna. Good to see you. Good to see Glenford Gordon as well. Good to see, I see uh, Esme Maylene McFoy, Esme Maylene McFoy. Good to see you, Dorrit David. I see Cecile Ogle. Good to see all of you guys. Natasha, is it Samuels? Samuel Sel, fancy name, people. Good to see you, Brenda Taharali. Good to see you. And Robin Ryan has joined us. Guys, we love having each and every one of you. The mayor can come represent yourself. The mayor can come and represent yourself and why the installed minister of Home Affairs differently the Home Affairs minister ways can lash. Right? What do I know? I just hear drink eating my dry frosted flakes. About a handful, a shade of dry frosted flakes, and having a little soda here. Things tight, folks. I can't lie. I used to had a big spread for lunch. Now look what come down to. We're undone. We're undone, folks. We are undone. Thanks to the installed PPP and the foolishness that they're doing. We're undone. So as I said, we're going to be joined by the mayor of Georgetown, the Lord Mayor, His Worship Ubraj Narayan. We're going to be joined by him. But guys, quite a few things happening. Quite a few things. If you are hearing any crunching, is the flakes. What are you guys having for lunch? What about we start there? All right. Margaret said, eat little and live long. Yeah, Margaret, I hear you. I hear you. You know, my mother used to say, hunger is a state of mind. You see when you're poor? Everything's a state of mind. Hunger is a state of mind. When you're poor, you ain't got it like that. Everything, guys. We're so happy. Carlotta Reynolds, we see you. Koana Mingo, we see you. You know, we're gonna plan Druida as she makes her entrance like an eat this little she makes her exits like eat this little food. We're gonna plan uh uh ring ciders, below the belt, FYI link up. We're gonna plan it. A link up. And we can do it perhaps start at home. Charity begins at home, and then we can venture further out and link up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. These flakes crunchy here, boy. So Mr. Hickens has been appointed as the top cop. How you all like that? What are your views on that? I'm holding the Daily Newspaper, and MC Hickens has been appointed as acting top cop. He has been appointed as acting top cop. Congratulations to Mr. Hickens. Quite a career elevation. And the Daily newspaper says that President Irfan Ali installed President, I will add in front of that. Irfan Ali yesterday appointed Deputy Commander of Police Clifton Hickens to act as the country's Commissioner of Police, as Nigel Hoppy, who was holding the position, is in an acting capacity, heads into retirement. So a lot of people acting in this government. A lot of people acting. The report further states that the Office of the President, in a statement issued yesterday afternoon, said that Hickens' appointment Cooperative Republic of Guyana of the yesterday. Clifton Hickens to act in the Guyana Police Force, the statement said. Well, I know this has been met with mixed reactions. The PNCR says that the appointment is illegal. It is illegal. It is unconstitutional. And part of this report we picked up out of Sabbath News suggests just that according to the hierarchy of the police force, the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Paul Williams, is the most senior rank after Hoppy. In a statement issued yesterday afternoon, the People's National Congress Reform warned that it will be moving to the courts over what it said is an illegal appointment of Hickens. So the next person should have be the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Paul Williams, according to what is being reported here. Wow. Lots of stuff happening. This country is a good place for uh, a media house. Things always happening, stuff always going down. Any given day, stuff going down. Well, we start with what's happening on that front, and then we're moving on now quickly, guys. We're moving on to this reassignment of Dr. Marlon Cole. Reassignment. Well, some people get fired, and some people get reassigned. So I guess Doc still has to be counted as lucky because a lot of people get fired. Lots of people got fired. And we saw them reassigning now Dr. Marlon Cole, and he was Guyana's analyst for its food and drug department. He was the analyst for that department, and he was reassigned to help one of the smaller units that makes up that department. And we are also following, guys, the termination and reinstatement of Dr. Util Thomas. We're following that. She was dismissed in January from as the head of the which is it? As the head of the Georgetown, so rather of the Ministry of Health's mental health department. So a lot of people moving and going back. And then how could we forget Rudy Jadowpat from the Guyana EITI, the Extractive Industry Oversight Body? Rudy Jadowpat was removed. It's the wrong set of people getting moved. It's the wrong set of people getting moved. Right? It's people like Robeson Ben who should be moved. Right? He can move. As he said, you'll hear shortly, his cervical areas cannot move, and so he vexed with the mayor. Right? He feels the mayor is too loose. Right? He can't pelt waste like the mayor, so he vexed. And we can talk about that. So Dr. Marlon Cole has been reassigned. Dr. Util Thomas rehired after she was fired. Right? And then you have Dr. Rudy Jadapat from the Extractive Industries Oversight Body, EITI. Mhm. From EITI, Dr. Rudy Jadapat. So we're following those few things. Interestingly enough, before I have the mayor come on, we're also following out of Barbados some interesting information. So I don't know if Papa Jagbat going to come on now and he's going to abuse out Mia and she cohorts. But issues in the news suggest that the civil society activists have appealed. Civil society activists in Barbados, let them play there. Don't come wrong the Bajans funny. They have appealed to the Barbadian Prime Minister, the Honorable Her Excellency Mia Motley. They've appealed to her over the risk of oil spill from Guyana. Yep, they are appealing to her over the risk of oil spill from Guyana operations. And listen to what part of the report said. Very interesting things happening. Part of the report says a number of civil society activists, a number, have written to the Barbadian Prime Minister Mia Mottley urging that she take the lead in convening CARICOM leaders and experts in determining the risk posed to the Caribbean by what they described as, rather, let me take another go at that. The, where am I? hmm The all eyes people, the all eyes. Yep. So they are hopeful that she takes the lead in convening leaders and experts in determining the risk posed to the Caribbean by what they describe as the reckless pace of oil exploration in Guyana's exclusive economic zone, the EEZ. Right? The reckless pace at which they're pursuing oil exploration. And so the Barbadians feel if something happened by them, by us rather, it could affect them, right? And so they want their prime minister to intervene and to talk some sense into them boys. But I could see how Papa Jack Bagger became and out now for the Barbadian people. He came out for against Rodney, Kit Rowley, apologies, and he's gonna come out. I could see against people who don't like the development happening in this country. Yep, yep, yep. So those are a couple of the things happening, folks. Just a couple. Just a few. Not many. Just a few. And we are going to try to pull the Lord Mayor into our discussion. And we're going to get on the way with what's happening in the national capital city of Georgetown. All right? We're going to talk a little bit about that. Right? And I don't know is what, but them boys got Rowley singing and all kinds of things. Rowley had to go back to church on them. Right? He was singing recently, somebody touched my soul. Rowley went to school on them. Jagabal said the trench crappos. That being said, folks, we're trying to get the mayor into the broadcast. Bear with us, guys. Bear with us. Bear with we. Bear with us. So we're going to be following what's happening there with this civil society activists in Barbados issue and them almost petitioning Mia Motley. They said this thing could have implications. All them boys want to do is pump, pump, pump. Pump out everything. Right? But the Barbadians want to protect themselves. Right? They know they're fragile. They know they're fragile. It's the first time being next to people pumping. It's the first time. We Guyanese, we know how to pump. We know how to pump. Everything we pumping out. Morning, noon, and night we pumping. All right. Nobody like we since we discover pumping. So them boys pumping. They're pumping, they're pumping. And the civil society activists in Barbados, they ain't having it. They say, Mia, you gotta warn them. Because if this thing here get loose, it can lash we. Right? And we won't get lash. Right? We don't mind them people pumping. Right? But they gotta do it in a very safe manner. Right? Pumping, pumping, pumping could harm you, you know, if you do it right. You see, they talk again here about in their words, they talk about the reckless space. Right? If you pumping in a reckless space, you can damage yourself. So they're appealing to the Right Honorable Mia Motley, right? They're appealing to the Right Honorable Mia Motley to review this, and we're gonna watch to see what becomes of this. A number of other things we're following, guys. FYI, a number of other things we are following in the media. You know, there have been apologies proffered by Will Smith and Chris Rock in Slapgate. There have been apologies moving on or from both sides. Uh, Chris Rock expressed remorse, you know, that he would have uttered the words he did and he was insensitive in that way. And I accept that apology. We accept. On all your behalf, Gigi Rude Girl and Cecile Ogle and Roxanne, Andrew Cuthbert, we accept the apology. And then Will Smith was very, very contrite, to say the least, in his response and apologizing himself, uh, feeling that he has let down his country and the people who look up to him and all that. Stating, I love what he said at the beginning of the apology, that violence. She's here. She don't like violence at all. She against that. She different, Bartishan's different. She don't like the word. She doesn't like when you say violence. She say it sounds too uppity. Uppity. And that's where she says it, uppity. Sounds too uppity. Some people got the nerve. But we're following that. We are following that. And folks, we're gonna have the mayor joining us. Lord Mayor.
Mr. Duncan.
Mr. Mayor, I'm gonna spare your video and just go audio and let you keep your
Okay.
data.
Uh,
Good.
good, good.
So you can take off from your end and we keep the audio. Folks, we have the mayor with us. Lord Mayor, his worship Ubraj Narain has joined us, and we are so privileged that he is here. Well, the mayor has been making waves. He's been making oscillations and he's been making gyrations. And it seems as though they got some people who envy us. And as I said this morning, and I've told the mayor this, soon as the mayor signed on, I say present. Soon as Ubrach became mayor, I spoke with him very privately, right? Very privately. And I said, I am willing to help in any way, willing to help. And I have not been disappointed since. He has hit the ground running. He has been working, right? He has been working. And that speaks for itself. I think that there's a lot of goodwill in the national capital city of Georgetown, where we broadcast our podcast from. Lots of goodwill out there for the mayor. And a lot of folks want to see him do well. Right? A lot of folks want to see the mayor do well, and I number among them who want to see the mayor do well. And I'm happy. So we'll be talking about his work in Georgia. I want to set the stage for the discussion. Because Robeson Ben, was recently at a road safety event, road safety symposium, or road safety stakeholders meeting, call it what you will. But they were talking about road safety, and the mayor name come up. So I am here thinking that they're going to be partnering with the mayor and city council, to help in road safety in the national capital city. Something positive. But then Robson, Robson naturally now, it's the age and stage, can't make a dash, right? Everything has to be calculated and everything is measured. Can't just make a dash. But I see Robson make a dash cross run to the mayor name, right? Folks, hold on. Don't take it from me. Don't take it from me. Let's do the fella himself. This is, mind you, you have to bear in mind, this is at a road safety meeting. All that you will hear articulated and proffered and put forward, the posturing of Robeson Ben, is at a road safety meeting. I don't know if these are the things people come to hear and so, but listen for yourself. And I have the mayor on, Mr. Mayor. Listen, and I want some your thoughts at the other end. Let me take that back. Let's take the top.
We have young people, as I said, young, restless, and lawless, plenty of them. We know we can sell them the drink over the counter, and know you can jump in the car and drive, and we won't do anything about it. We know the minibus man gonna do some foolishness with your wife in the minibus, and sometimes they're just glad to get out the bus safely. These things are in our face. So I don't want to go into all the fine details. We're going to go with all this. We're going to go through the plan of action with the Road Safety Association, and we will support. But all of us, including the Ministry of Public Works, we got to sit again and go out and do. And I saw a video with the mayor of Georgetown whining by the marketplace this morning with people. And I wondered if it is that he was making a statement that is their place and this is all right for how it run. If I attempted to go whine out there, I think I'll break some cervical parts. I am saying if we go out there and we groove in with a negative culture will remain and become enhanced. So I'm criticizing him publicly. The U.S. Embassy issued an advisory in relation to what is going on out there, and I think they just issued a statement. The State Department or somewhere said, "Don't travel to Guyana. Reconsider if you're coming to Guyana. Travel address. Don't go there. If you want to go there, don't go. Don't go to the place." But I don't know if the mayor was attempting some cultural or other exposition or what out there. But it goes in with the negative behavior in that place. And I condemn it out of hand. If he were to go there with his constabulary and to help to improve what is going on out there and to stop the corruption and so on which goes out there, I would applaud him. I would even join with him. And if it might come to some time when we can appropriately and properly wind down, I would go there and wine with him. But for here and now, I condemn it. I'm saying here again, if they call me the ham and all, the hammer man and all them bad things they call me, well, it doesn't matter to me. I'm a geologist anyway, so I have a right to use a hammer. we can work to clean it up again so we could achieve the numbers and so that we have the appropriate standards of public behavior which will accord with the new paradigm we're in. The eyes of the world are watching Guyana all over. If you pick up an oil and gas magazine or a geological magazine or a financial magazine, or you look at Bloomberg on the thing, or the BBC, which in the weather reports never used to mention Guyana, now they mention Guyana every time they swing past Guyana. We are in a new paradigm. You don't want simply to look good, we want to be good. So, for those who think I'm complaining, yes, I'm complaining, but I move beyond the complaints. And for those at City Hall who think I'm vexed, I'm angry, and I want to work with our police force for them to be more assertive on these issues and to get rid of the bad mangoes in the force who bring us into disrepute in these relationships, and of course to work with the National Road Safety Association and the minibus union, the operatives, to let us get better at what we do in this particularly important issue on the question of road safety in Guyana. Thank you very much.
Yep. So, Mr. Mayor, there you have it. The accusations by the quote unquote hammerman. All right? I don't know if there might have been a slip there. I don't know. So there you have it. The hornerman, sorry, the hammerman. That might be an admission that his head is hard. But there you have it, Mr. Mayor. The man says you are whining by the market. I don't know if you are whining and blocking traffic, because that was a traffic forum. You were in the middle of the road, but maybe you can explain to us what was happening by the market. What took you to the market?
Thank you, Mr. Duncan. I had to laugh just now when I heard Mr. Byrne criticize me publicly.
Yes,
By the way, that is a radio station I think was celebrating the 90th anniversary.
their ninth anniversary. Yes, correct. Hits and
And
jams.
the 90th anniversary, right? Yeah, hits and jam. Yeah, uh, 90th anniversary. Being out there in support,
Mm-hmm.
and happened I was called up to speak to the people there and give my congratulations message. And so I'm a fan of Granny Ivla, and the market vendors and everybody is there having a joyful moment. And Granny Ivla said, "Well, we have to get the wine from the mayor." So I did my best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As politicians, let me put aside, I'm a spiritual leader, but as politician, we have to understand the dynamics of our young people today.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ben did not only criticize me there, he criticized the young people in this country
Correct. Correct.
because young people has a different mind today, a different mindset. And as legislators, they have to form legislation to deal with the modern situation,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he speak of a bus driver want to abuse wife and somebody wife in the bus, and what he has done to curb those situations since he's a minister of home affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Responsibility of all these affairs.
Mm-hmm.
He has done nothing, and his leadership is very weak. So Mr. Ben, Robinson Ben, is always called he broke up.
Mm-hmm. I am familiar with that,
So
but the hammer, I wasn't familiar with that
yes,
caricature.
that is my statement to him. I want to tell Minister Ben, my way is intact where he take his seats.
I sense a little jealousy there too. I sense a little jealousy, right? A little jealousy. He said his in his words, his cervical parts couldn't be engaged in that manner, right? So I sense a little jealousy there.
that is not for me. That's for him and his personal life. I don't want him if he weighs is well or not, if he ill, that is his business. I know I'm in perfect order.
You can talk for yourself.
Yeah, I know I'm in perfect order, not like him. I don't know if he's in perfect order. He has to find out that probably and he should have a dance competition.
Well, he says if things improve, he gonna come out there with you, and y'all can
All
wine
right.
together.
I don't have no time with Minister Ben. He living out of reality. He loses touch with the young people, touch with the grassroots, and not only Minister Ben, the PP government loses touch with the young people and grassroots people in this country.
Mhm. Great, great. You know, and but let's pick up on one of the themes that he touched on. He says that the American ambassador, Siran Lynch, talk about the crime situation by the markets, and maybe you guys should be focused on that. And Siran Lynch talked also. I don't know what it has to do with road safety, but she talked also about COVID. I don't know. You know, he brought up all of that. You know, at this road safety forum. It's quite interesting. He seemed very unprepared for that forum. So maybe he was fishing for things to talk about. But what is happening with the city in terms of security? That being said, you know, with the understanding for our listeners that the government can't have it both ways. You can't try to stifle City Hall out of finances and funding and so on, and then you want, you know, heaven on earth, Mr. Mayor.
Uh, Quickly, that is alone showing the weakness of Mr. Ben leadership in the Ministry of Home Affairs. One, since the new Commissioner of Police, Mr. Nigel Hoppy, took office, I have written to him to have meetings. Never get a response because of lack of resources in the city constabulary, the city police department. I met with Minister Ben, and our meeting lasts less than 8 minutes when he took office as Home Affairs Minister.
Wow.
I couldn't stand the environment um, at that point of time. And I met with him and asked him for collaboration and let me move to have training for city police and let us have spare resources at the city police and his ministry
Hmm.
and the Ghana Police Force. Minister Ben said that he don't think we need to cooperate and he don't know what I meant about cooperating and all these things. That was a word of Minister Ben. His shame, right? When I met with him, and if you go to his worship page, that post I think I made,
Wow.
it had to take the embassy to issue a statement for Minister Ben to act. What a weak leadership we have in the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Yep. And
Very weak.
it makes me want the ambassador to say more things, to issue more letters,
Right?
because apparently that's how we're gonna manage this place.
Because if it wasn't the ambassador, the Minister of Home Affairs cares nothing about the Guyanese, ordinary Guyanese people who dwell in the city and other areas of our country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He cares nothing. He has to wait on an international body to issue a statement to start working. However, I met the Mr. Hickens and the division commander, and I said to them, "Look, we have an MOU here. I wait how much years now to sign off and to get things done from the Guyana Police Force and the main city council. I'm waiting for have a meeting with the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Nigel Opi. I never receive a letter or a correspondence from him. But I'm happy for this meeting. If we can get collaboration, it will be great. We're ready to support the Guyana Police Force in
Mm-hmm.
security um, in the city, in these markets. But Minister Ben is trying to run from his responsibility. He's trying to not to state his point clearly. he wants to deviate, attack someone's personal life,
Mhm.
make someone the subject of his speech. I want to send a message to him that don't make me his subject matter at his
Correct.
forum.
Correct.
Deal with the issue that face the people daily in this country, insecurity wise.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm happy to hear you
And
say
that is
that.
what he's failing to do.
I'm happy to hear you say that, Mr. Mayor, because it seems very, very hypocritical of Robeson Ben to come after you the way he has done. And, we have to tell him, don't come around the mayor funny at all. We won't have it. We won't have it. Don't come around the mayor funny. But it was just last week, wasn't it? If, to use
Yes,
Minister Ben's word, I saw Sarah Ann Lynch, the uh, the American ambassador, the British High Commissioner, uh, Her Excellency Jane Miller was there. I saw Mark Berman, the Canadian High Commissioner, was there at an event at State House. And I saw Irfan Ali there as well, and they were winding down. If that's what you want to characterize it at, I even
Miss-
saw there was another event, Mr. Mayor, at the Orchard Conference Center for, I think, International Women's Day, and I saw a lot of dignitaries going down to a popular song, right? So what is this about? This sounds very
no,
personal to me.
like I said, that Minister Ben lose touch with reality, the young people. And not alone, Mr. Duncan. Let us go back. I didn't whine on a woman out there, and I would not do such a thing.
Mhm.
If you check the record of the PPP presidents, the past presidents, there's photo or video with them, the former president, which is now vice president, line up on army women.
Backballing.
Dal Ramatar, same thing. The current president, same thing. They have no respect for women in this country,
Agreed.
portraying those kind of behavior in the public. I I did a dance or whatever had done there. I did it by
A little jig.
myself.
Yeah.
I
A
did
little
not
jig.
disrespect no one,
Yeah.
and I did not point finger at no one, and I represent myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't have to go out of bounds and out of my office. I do things publicly, which I believe will suit the people, which will satisfy them in my leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to, sometimes as politician, you have to. This is a way to reach our people. You have to be open up. You have to be down to earth. You
Yes.
have to be, you know, friendly. And that
Correct.
is what
Correct.
people want. They want leaders who can listen to them, who can do things that they, they can do.
Correct. Correct on all counts. Correct on all counts. And not folks who are out of touch. Not folks who are out of touch. And that is the PPP. Out of touch.
Yeah,
Out of touch.
I make mention. I'm in supportive of this 200,000 for a house every I believe 18 years over. They the PP out of touch. They don't know about bush tea, black tea, or nothing. They don't care about the lower class people in this country,
Agreed.
right? While they having nice breakfast at State House, while they having all the high end trips, our Guyanese poor class of people here suffering. While the president speaking of one Guyana mean his friends and family and PVP cabal,
Yep. Agreed.
right? So Minister Ben need to get himself in order and start working in the interest of the Guyanese people in terms of protecting their community and regions, municipality, and NDC. He need to show leadership. And I
Correct.
call upon him to show leadership.
Show
He's weak
leadership.
present.
Show leadership. Robeson Ben. Mr. Mayor, what else is happening in the national capital city? I know you're always hard at work every day. I see you guys are doing a beautiful work on Merriman's Mall there. Kudos, kudos to trying to regularize what was happening out there. Kudos, kudos to yourself and the councillors there and the administrative team at City Hall. Kudos to you guys. Talk to us a little bit about that and maybe any other thing that's happening.
Well, we know we're trying to regularize those vendors. I believe in a market need clean and organized for the vendors, need clean and organized. And we have been working very closely to the vendors, store owners, and the mini bus drivers, car drivers. We're working with them to see how we can be able to help, how they can help us as well. We have some of the City Hall project, the building under construction. The admin building also is under construction. The Stadways building actually finished already. We actually received some donations from the USAID, including a tractor for the Stadways department.
Fantastic.
Different. Uh, I don't know the names of these machines for the health department, and we continue to work in the interest of the people. We also trying to have cleaning up in the markets. Only Sunday and Wednesday, last Sunday and Wednesday, we had a very major cleaning up in Border Market. We'll move to
Uh-huh.
Starbrook Market. And we're trying to put system and mechanism in place so that these cleanup will continue, not like what the president and team and the private sector said they had done, 2-day cleanup without any form of mechanism of maintenance, and have those areas be maintained. It is back to square one. So I believe the PVP government, they do a lot of photoshopping to sell the government in a positive way, but me and you know that the government continue to undermine the Guyanese people in a secretive way.
Yep.
They love to do things secretively.
Yep. Yep. And it doesn't bode well because these are the folks, Mr. Mayor, who will come back and talk to us about transparency, good governance, and accountability, and all of that. And they love to operate in the shadows.
They talk about democracy, and just listen to the president, how he emphasized and the vice president emphasized on democracy. Democracy for them is a different meaning. Democracy for them is what they want and what they say and what they do. That is democracy. All the dictator actions that the PP is doing, that is democracy for them. But I hope the international community is looking on. I hope they're looking on, because if the APNU AFC had done certain things that the PPP had done currently, you will already hear statements from the international community. But all these ambassadors, high commissioners, all of them are very silent at this present time.
Correct. Agreed.
So I wanted to know why, and the Guyanese people, we are looking at these actions, and we will judge it. So I call upon the international community to pay keen attention to President Ali government.
Yep. And we hope they do as well, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, I know you've had some challenges in the recent past with the local government commission with several hires and firings from the city at City Hall. Talk to us about that and how far you are now on that issue, that contentious issue.
Mr. Duncan, we still have those challenges. And again, that is the democracy of the PVP. You have majority of the members on that board is from government who was former ministers and regional chair that represent the PVP government for many, many decades.
Mm-hmm.
And they dictate City Hall. They call staff and threaten them, instruct them to do illegal things in the accounts department.
Wow.
You know? And now when you talk about accountability, you will want to blame the mayor and
Mm-hmm.
the councillors.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Mr. Julius Favor and all the other commissioners from the government side, including the dildo minister,
Mm-hmm.
wanted to um, direct the administration again secretively. Everything happens secret, and the council don't know what is happening.
That's
So
bizarre. The way they want to lead in that manner. It's bizarre.
yeah, that is democracy for them, right? But that for me, that is dictator. You're being a dictator there. So I don't have anything to say much this point of time on local government commission because we have challenged the act. That matter will be heard very soon in the court, and I expected to that other municipalities and other political parties to join me in that action.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, Mr. Mayor, if anything from the comments to go by, folks believe that you're underground, you're working, and they say don't get distracted by the PPP and the mechanicians. Don't be distracted, Mr. Mayor.
I will not. So I just want to let Mr. Minister Ben know that I am here, that if he need to know or want to learn how to move his waist, I can volunteer for him.
You need some training, Mr. Mayor. You need some
He needs
training.
some training, yes, yes. I can train him so that he can go out there and he will talk. He will not make me his subject at his forum anymore.
Yep. Definitely, definitely. He'll be well prepared in his own quarters, in his own parts. That being said, Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I know you're very busy as per normal, and your attention must be turned to another event you have happening, and we want to let you go. Any final thoughts to our listeners?
I just want to let our Guyanese brothers and sisters know that we are working in their interest. As mayor, I'm working in the city interest, the citizen interest. I'm working. This council continue to um, fight for the vendors in the right way, neat, clean, and organized.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
cost of living is keep going up every god day. There's no mechanism government to ease that pressure from our citizens, our vendors at this point of time. I want to let them know that I will continue to be on the ground and I will continue to work in their favor. I will not bend the law to suit no one, neither myself. I will continue to operate within the laws of our country.
Fantastic, Mr. Mayor. Fantastic. Thank you so much for affording us this opportunity to talk with you on these varied issues. Thank you so much, sir.
Th- Thank you, sir.
Great. And folks, that's it. That's it. The mayor of Georgetown, Ubraj, Lord Mayor, his worship, Mr. Ubraj, a beautiful soul, a man who just wants to work, being professional, do the work of the city. And they're putting all kinds of stumbling blocks in his way, all kinds of things. Folks, the wicked stink and dirty. All kinds of stumbling blocks in his path. But God don't like ugly, right? And God don't sleep. Thankfully. You don't like ugly, you don't sleep. Thankfully. Folks, share the damn live stream and smash the emoji button, folks, that others get the valid and credible information. Folks, we need your help to do more programs like these informational programs. Get the word out to the folks. What's happening? What's going down? What's the 411? FYI. Below the belt, in the ring, credible sources. Folks, you have made this happen. Look what we've done together. Certainly, we're good together. Folks, come back and partner with us. We got to get to the finish line, the end of this month. So many responsibilities we had. It takes something to do all of this, guys. But we do it because we have a passion for doing it. It has to be paid for. unfortunately. And we're so grateful that you guys come on board and you will help us. We're so happy about that. Folks, we're available via Cash App. We know those of you internationally, you know about that. We're available via Zelle. We know you guys know about that as well. We're available via MMG as well. We're available via PayPal. Guys, via the Cash App is the dollar sign. As you know, that's a standard thing, the dollar sign or dollar symbol. In the ring, 592. The dollar sign in the ring, 592. PayPal and Zelle, one email address. Both PayPal and Zelle, one email address. In the ring, 592 at gmail.com. In the ring, 592 at gmail.com. And at MMG, our MMG number is 627 6963. 627 6963. And we're available via MoneyGram and Western Union as well. Folks, help us to get to the finish line and then we start all over again for April. But I'm so excited about April, folks. We're coming down to mid-year. We're looking at your goals, your dreams, your aspiration. You're tweaking stuff, right? And you are moving forward, pace and power. And nobody like Robeson Ben is going to stop us and hold me back. Pace and power, folks. Pace and power. Smash the emoji button before you go. Share the live stream, guys. Share it for us that others get the valid and credible information. Hundreds of you are still watching us. Share the live stream. I'm doing the motion right now. Share the live stream and smash that emoji button for us. Smash. When you share, guys, it brings this program up into other timelines. Other people can take a listen. What's happening? Be edified. Right, be edified, folks. Our job here is to amplify voices. That's our role. We're so glad that you guys help to make it all possible. We're so glad that you guys join us for these programs. It makes them all the more worthwhile. It makes them all the more worthwhile. Good to have each and every one of you here. Glennis Spingoburn, JG, Chinsung Henry, Glennis, Diane Gravesandy, Wills Felix Kimon. Good to have you, Chisel Chipper, John David. Good to have each and every one of you. Share the live stream. Smash that emoji button. Run the link. Good to see you. I see June is here as well. All you fantastic people. And if you want wine, don't let Ben hold you back. Who the hell is Ben? Don't let Ben hold you. If he waits and walking, that's he business. Right? Go to the mayor for training if that's what you want. But don't grudge a man because the man got better moves than you. The mayor, right from rub out, he moves. Wicked, stinking, dirty. And you want to talk to people. Don't come around with funny. Don't come around with mayor fun. That's what we're saying. Share the live stream. Andrew Cuthbert, we see you. Maxine Stewart, we see you. We see each and every one of you. We see you guys. Veronica Chester, we see you. June Ann McDonald, Lynette Jacobs. We see you, folks. Rhonda Lane, we see you. Veronica Chester, share the live stream. Smash that emoji button for us, folks. It's been a privilege being here with you. Stay safe. We're back in the ring this evening at 8 p.m. We're back in the ring, folks. Thanks for joining our international podcast. Below the belt. Who vex lose? Guys, stay safe and be gentle with yourselves. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. We're going to see you guys back this evening. Partner with we as well. Partner with us. Thanks, folks. Thank you so much. Stay safe.